As always, Iyarkai Tunai, with nature's blessings, we are going to start the grand finale of Hack4Purpose First Edition 2024. Microzard team, are you ready?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
Please start. All the very best. Your 7 minutes begins now.
Screen is visible, ma'am.
Yes. Please go ahead.
A warm evening to everyone. Uluvar ulagatarka ani agathatradu eluvar ellam porthu, which means farmers are the backbone of the world, saying from Tirukural. So our project is Microzard, a lizard-inspired robot for hydroagroclearing. So the major problem in Indian agriculture is that 40% of the crops are facing severe weed management issues. So for this, we employ solutions such as chemicals, which are really harmful, that can... Shankara, can you please go mute? So the chemicals can affect the crop drastically. So they take up the soil quality and they affect the fertility of the soil. So in order for that, what we do is we employ Microzard. So our solution focuses on removing these weeds using our manipulator and sickle hand and AI-enabled cameras. So further on, I'll hand over this to my teammate Sonali, who will be explaining this.
So after looking at the problem statement, let me just discuss about the solution with everyone. Shankara, can you please move to the next slide? Shankara, the next slide, please. The benefit and impact, the second slide. Yeah, so exactly, this is what our Microzard is going to look like. So this is our solution. It has AI-enabled cameras with manipulator hand on one side and sickle hand in the other side. We are going to already fix the data sets about how exactly weeds are going to look like. Weeds are basically those unwanted plants which will take the nutrients and all the soil spaces in the land. So we are already going to give the data sets to them, and the AI-enabled cameras are going to detect them, and the manipulator hand is going to be in one side, the sickle hand in the other side. The sickle is going to basically cut the weed, and the manipulator hand is going to pluck it, and then it's going to keep it in a container which simply can be made out of aluminium. It's going to keep it inside the container, and then with the help of piezoelectric method, what we are going to do is it's going to convert the weeds into ashes. Now ashes are very rich in fertilizers, which is very potent in potassium and NPK content basically, and it is very good for as it's very good as a natural fertilizer for all the crops. So basically we're trying to make waste out of the best kind of product with the help of Microzard.
Okay, so am I audible? The impact of our project Microzard on is there are mainly three main benefits, that is environmental protection, cost efficiency, and improved yield. Environmental protection is it reduces the pesticides and it promotes biodiversity and cleaner water. How it is cost efficient is it substantially lowers weed management expenses for the farmers, and then it will improve the yield by supporting the healthier crops and then removing the unwanted weeds through sustainable practices. And since it is a one-time investment, the farmers can opt for this product as they can buy this once instead of buying chemicals each and every month. Okay, now the benefits is increased crop yield and scalability. Okay, now the market opportunity. It will be said by Shankara.
Guys, you have 3 minutes. You have 3 minutes left, guys.
Okay, so our target customers is the RBTH laser and harvested robotics. Now I'll say why our product is unique from this RBTH laser and harvested robotics, because we all know that how laser is expensive, and then this RBTH laser, it looks for high hectares of land, but we know that Indian fields require has less hectares of land, so our product is viable for this. So this is a different. This is how our product is unique from these two competitors. Okay, now the TAMs and so will be said by Shankara.
Yeah. Is I'm audible?
Yeah.
Yes, please go ahead. You have
Yeah,
time. Yeah, please
Yeah,
go ahead.
ma'am. Yeah. So we are majorly focusing our revenue streams based on a direct sales to large farm and cooperatives, and a subscriptions and pay-per-use model for small holders, and additional revenues from training, maintenance, and software updates, ma'am. So our cost structure is majorly based on the research and development and software development cost and partnership and licensing fees, ma'am. So then our coming to our team composition, I am Shantanana, a software engineer who is going to design the app for this robot controls, ma'am. Then we have IoT developer Sreya Nambiar and ML developer Sonali Sahu, and Dhanalakshmi is a lead IoT developer. Here we have two IoT developers. At this project is more and more focused on IoT sort of things. Thank you, ma'am.
The funding.
Yeah.
Um,
Yeah, the funding we need for materials is around some 80,000. We are moving to Raspberry Pi 5 as a microcontroller, as we are also training the ML on this, and we need a testing for 2 months to make it as an industry standards. And for other ground research for the data sets, we need a 3 months of time to go to farms where we need the actual data of our plants. And for fabrication, we need 25,000, and we need a lithium battery for a long time use.
Thank you so much. Is there anything else, Shreya? Your time.
And for now, we have developed the ML part, that is the software side. And if we get the funding from investors, we will start building the hardware side. And then within 1 or 2 years, this product will be completed. For now, we have completed the ML part. That's all. Thank you.
Thank you so much, guys. As again mentioned, the students are in their initial ask of developing a viable prototype. So please take that into consideration and then give your inputs or questions. The guests, if you have any other questions, please ask. You have 3 minutes now for the question and answers. Yeah. Yes.
Could you please go back to the So could you please go back to the slide wherein you mentioned market size? Yeah. So you're saying that the TAM is $1 billion, SAM is 100 million, and SOM is 10 million, right? So just to give you a perspective of how the mindset of an angel investor or a VC fund works, right? You want to invest into a startup that has the capability to become a unicorn, right? And to achieve the unicorn status, you need a $1 billion valuation. So if you're saying that you're only targeting $10 million, so that won't be aligned with the investor's mindset, right? So that's one advice I have for you. So any investor would look at this market size and say, the market was choti, right? The market is small. It's not big enough for me to come into the picture. Right?
Sure.
Just an advice.
Yeah. Thank you.
It's very minimal, sir. Like we have added very minimal cost, serviceable market. As of India is concerned, we have large scale farmers as well as small scale farmers. So when looking into that, our first focus would be small scale farmers. So in order for that, we went with 10 million, sir. So we'll change to 50, sir. So that was initially what we actually have set to.
I believe you would need to do some more research on the market size, because I am pretty sure that the market size would be much more than this, right? And even if these are conservative numbers and you are looking at $50 million valuation market size, that's still on the lesser side, right? So just do some research on the market size and update the numbers. Just advice.
Sure, sir.
I just have one query. See, if you get what you are asking for, right, right from the hardware to the funding to build the prototype, why will it take 1 to 2 years just to build the prototype?
Sir,
So it's for ground research and testing, sir.
No,
So step by step, we'll start building the product, and then for a fully viable product, it will take around like 1 year.
so what kind of testings and all are you going to plan in this particular phase then?
we are done to test in several job fields, sir, which is several zone forms like agriculture lands are many are so uneven, sir. So like we are done to test in many type of lands over that period, sir.
Okay, so again, you need Raspberry 5, right?
Yes, sir.
Okay, so that is the first thing. Forget the testing part as of now. Let's discuss about building the product. Testing will come as a second stage.
Yes.
So what is the time estimate for building the actual product when we can begin with the testing part?
It is around some 5 to 6 months, sir, to building.
I think that is too long. Right. See, basically, if you get the funds or let's say the hardware required to build the product, right, it should not take more than a couple of months. Right. So my advice would be to get a good mentor or a team collaboration, right? And do not try to build everything on your own if you do not have that particular expertise. Because as an early stage startup, your focus should be to move to the market or to step into the market as early as possible. Right. As a startup founder, you want to become a businessman. Right. If you go on researching or indulge, or if you get indulged in the R&D mode to make it a perfect product, right, you'll become a scientist then.
Yes, sir.
Right. So keep your focus more on to moving to the market as fast as possible. Right. And I think based on my experience, even I have done a few embedded products in my career. Right. I have been working on various IoT projects as well. So I know if you even at a student level, at a college student level, uh, I led a NIT Chennai project, right, as a mentor, right, and these students of third year, they were able to build an IoT product. Again, they use Raspberry Pi as well, right. So within a couple of months, they were ready, right. So if you are of an ideology that if you are a team member or let's say you are a team of 4 people and you will do all by yourself, don't do that. Focus on getting the product ready first.
Okay, sir. Sure, sir.
Sure, sir.
Thank you so much, Allah. That was very, very useful information for them, and I'm sure they're going to take it into consideration.